Hi everyone, Paula from Rooted Vines Yoga. Thank you for joining me on my channel today. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. If you click on the little bell on the upper right hand corner, it will give you notifications when I have new videos out. Today's video is going to focus on our legs, so we'll work on lengthening our legs out and strengthening them. Let's start out in mountain pose. Come onto your mat, feet hip width distance apart, toes facing forward. We're going to stack our knees over our ankles, our hips over our knees, and then our shoulders over our hips. Let your arms hang by your side, palms facing forward, and then your chin should be parallel with the mat. We'll just settle in for a few breaths before we start our practice. So if you want to close your eyes, go ahead, or you can keep a soft gaze in front of you. But let's take 3 nice deep inhales. So really big inhales that fill up your belly, fill up your ribs, and fill up your chest. And then make your exhale nice and long. Good, and 2 more. So fill up your belly, your sides, your ribs, your chest, and then exhale out nice and long. Really pull your belly in to finish your exhale. And one more time, nice deep big inhale. Exhale it all out. And if your eyes were closed, gently opening your eyes, let's step to the top of the mat. With your feet still hip width distance apart, take a nice big inhale, reach your arms up high. And on your exhale, bend your legs and fold over your thighs. Let your belly come onto your thighs and let your head hang down. Let your arms just stretch down onto the mat and hang nice and gently. Head is heavy, shoulders relaxed. And as you hang here, slowly start to straighten your legs as much as it feels comfortable for you. Continuing to hang, maybe sway back and forth a little bit, whatever feels good, starting to loosen up a little bit, getting into the legs, the hamstrings here. Still continuing with that nice deep long breath in, long breath out. And then coming to stillness, let's bend our knees a lot again and slowly start to roll up one vertebrae at a time, tucking your chin as you come up. Let your head be the last thing that comes up, and then inhale your arms up nice and high. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, reach up nice and high. Exhale, fold with a bend in your knees. Let your belly fold over your legs. Let your head drop. And then slowly start to straighten into those legs, lifting through your hips, lifting through your hamstrings, just to where it feels good. Good, then let's bend into those knees again very generously and start to roll up one vertebrae at a time, tucking your chin as you come up, and then letting your head be the last thing that comes up. Inhale your arms up nice and high, and then exhale your hands to heart center. Beautiful, everyone. Let's inhale, reach up high. Exhale, fold, lead with your chest and fold over your legs. Head comes down. Inhale to a halfway lift. Hands can come to your shins. Heart pulls forward as your thighs pull back. Exhale back over your legs. And then push the floor away. Really squeeze your legs nice and tight. Inhale, reach up nice and tall. And bring your hands to heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, let's fold in. Staying here, we're going to bring our right foot back on Pause for a moment, taking a nice deep breath in. And then exhale those hands down onto the mat. Let's step that right foot up to meet the left at the top of the mat and just fold over your legs. Nice. This time we're going to step back with the left foot on the mat. Bending into the right knee, look forward. Beautiful. Let's straighten through that right leg. Bend over the right leg. Let the right hip come back as the left heel comes towards the mat. Pause here for a moment. Then on an inhale, bend through that right knee, look forward. Exhale, straighten that right leg, fold over. Good, again, inhale, bend through the right knee, look forward. Exhale, straighten the right leg, fold over. One more time, bend the right knee, look forward. Exhale, straighten, fold over. Staying here for one breath. And then let's bend into that right knee, push through the right foot and stand up nice and tall. Reach through the fingertips for a high crescent lunge. That left leg is nice and strong. Pull the left knee up to the ceiling and stretch through the left heel. Yeah, nice. Good, take a deep breath in. Exhale, let's bend that left knee, bend your elbows, lift your chest up. Inhale, straighten through the left leg, reach your fingertips to the ceiling. Good, again. Exhale, bending. Inhale, reaching. One last time. Exhale, bend through that left knee, pull your elbows down. Inhale, straighten. Good, let's stay here for one more breath. And then exhale those hands down to the mat. We'll step the left foot up to meet the right and just fold over here. Beautiful. Take one more breath. Exhale it out. Then push through your feet nice and firm in the legs. Inhale, reach up nice and tall. And exhale your hands to heart center. Nicely done, everyone. Let's inhale, reach up high. Exhale, fold over your legs. Let's take a halfway lift here. So pull your chest forward, thighs pull back, hands can come to your shins. Fold over your legs. Push the floor away, stand up nice and tall, reach up high. And then bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, fold over your legs. Halfway lift, pull up. Fold on over. Push the floor away, stand up nice and tall, reach high. And bring your hands to heart center. Nicely done, everyone. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, fold over. Halfway lift pulls you up. Let's plant our hands, step back with our right leg on the mat. And you're going to let that right heel drop on down to the mat. Right toes will come out slightly. Push into the left foot and let's come all the way up to a warrior one. Pulling that left hip back so we're squaring off our hips. Bending into that left knee and then really root down through that right leg and the right outer edge of your foot. Reach up nice and tall through your fingertips. And then let's bring our arms by our side with the palms facing forward. You're going to come onto your right toes. Lean forward as much as you can. Lift off through your right foot and come into airplane pose. So lift your right foot up nice and high. Lift through your chest and then send those fingers pushing back towards your right foot. Keep your breath flowing. And then slowly bend into that left knee and let's bring that right foot back on the mat into that warrior two. Spin that right foot to the right. And then if you need to adjust your stance, go ahead and do so. And stretch out through both your fingertips. Have your knee either over your ankle or slightly behind it. And let that knee come towards your pinky toe, lifting up through your chest. Inhale, straighten through that left leg. Bring your palms to touch overhead if you can. And then exhale back to your warrior two. Inhale, reach up nice and high. Straighten through the left leg. Exhale, bend. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, reach up nice and high. Exhale, bend through that left knee. Beautiful, everyone. Staying here, let's bring that right hand down the right leg, left arm over your left ear for reverse warrior. Come back to warrior two. Bring your hands to your hips, straighten through that left leg. Let's turn our left toes in. And we're going to come up to warrior two on the other side. So spin the right toes out to the back of your mat. Bend into that right knee. Again, checking that the knee is over the ankle or behind it. Pulling that right knee back towards your pinky toes. And then adjust your stance if you need to. Do what you need to get comfortable in the pose. Reach out through your fingertips, lift through your chest. Inhale, straighten that right leg, bring your palms to touch if you can, or as close as you can get them. And then exhale back into your warrior two. Good, again, inhale, reach up, straighten. Exhale, bend. Again, inhale, reach and straighten. Exhale, bend. Stay in your warrior two. Let's take that reverse. Left arm down, right arm over your right ear. Stretch through your right fingertips. Come back to your warrior two. Straighten through your right leg. Hands will come to your hips. Let's turn those right toes in. And you have an option of either keeping your hands at your hips or interlacing your hands behind you. Lift your chest and leading with your chest. Let's fold over our legs in a wide forward fold. Let your head drop. Let your hands come over your head. And if this is too much on your shoulders, just bring your hands down onto the mat. We want to stretch through both your legs, so have the same amount of weight in both your feet and lift your hips up nice and long to the ceiling. And then come back to your breath, a nice, even, steady breath. Lengthen through both your legs, push the floor away. If your arms are over your head, slowly bring your hands down to your lower back. And then bring your hands down onto the mat. Stretch your fingertips out in front of you. Take a halfway lift, look forward. And then let's walk our hands all the way to the left. Come into a low lunge, coming up onto your right toes. Then we're going to step back into a downward facing dog. So push the floor away, lift your hips up nice and high. And let your heels melt down to the mat and breathe. Good, let's walk our feet or take a big step to the top of the mat and come into a forward fold. Take a halfway lift, lift your chest, thighs back. Fold on in. And then push the floor away, stand up nice and tall, reach up high. And bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, fold over your legs, let your head hang. Halfway lift, pull up. Plant your hands on the mat. Let's step back with the left foot on the mat. Let that left heel come down onto the mat. Left toes out slightly. Bend into that right knee. Push into the floor and come all the way up to a warrior one. Again, extending through your bring our arms by our side, palms facing forward on the mat. Come up onto your left toes. Lean as far forward as you can, as far forward until your left foot starts to come off the mat, and we'll come all the way up into airplane. Lift your chest, lift your left foot. Reach your fingertips towards the back of your mat. Breathe. Good, then slowly bend into that right knee. Start to place that left foot back onto the mat so you come back to warrior one. And then let's open up to a warrior two. So you can adjust your stance where you need to. Bend into that right knee a lot. And stretch through your fingertips. Good. Inhale. And then exhale. Good. This time inhale, straighten through that right leg. Bring your palms to touch if you can. And then exhale, bend through your right knee. Good. Again, inhale. Straighten the right leg. Come up tall. Exhale, bend through the right knee. Good. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend. Let's straighten through that right leg. And we're going to stay here for a moment. We're going to come into triangle. So start to stretch that right hand out as far over your right toes as you can. Bring that right hand down onto your shin as your left hand comes up to the ceiling. And you can keep it on your shin, or you can bring it down onto the mat, or if you have a block, place your hand on a block. Whatever works best for you. Pulling that left shoulder, your left hip back, and trying to stack that left shoulder over your right shoulder. Breathing. Beautiful. Let's bend into that right leg. Come back to warrior two. Bring your hands to your hips, straighten through that right leg. Turn your right toes in. Let's turn the left toes out and come back to warrior two on this side. Bending deep into your warrior, lengthen through your fingertips. Nice. Inhale, straighten through that left leg. Bring your palms to touch. Exhale, bend into your left knee. Again, inhale, stretch long. Exhale, bend. One more time, inhale. Exhale, bend nice and deep. And from here, straighten through that left leg. Come into your triangle pose. Stretch forward as far as you can as your right hip comes back. Bring that left hand down onto a block, your shin or the mat, and stretch up through your fingertips, trying to stack that right shoulder over your left. And also trying to stack your right hip, so pulling that right hip back, left hip under, and then lengthening through both of your legs, trying to push the floor away. Nicely done. Bend into that left knee. Let's come back to warrior two. Straighten through both legs. Turn towards your upper thigh. And now either walking your feet or taking a nice big step, come to the top of the mat and just fold over your legs. Come to a halfway lift, palms come to shins, heart pulls forward. Fold on in, and then push the floor away, stand up nice and tall, reach up high, and exhale your hands to heart center. Beautiful, everyone. From here, let's bring our feet together so your toes are going to touch. Your heels won't touch, but your toes will and your legs will come together. We're going to come into chair pose, so if it's more comfortable for you to take chair with your feet hip width distance apart, go ahead and do so. That's also fine. So inhale, reach up high. Exhale, let's fold over our legs first. And then from here, bend deeply into your knees. Lift your chest and sweep your arms up to the ceiling. So push your hips back and down. Lift through your chest. Good. Breathing. And slowly from here, as we start to stand up, we're going to bring our right knee with us and bring the right knee up in front of the body. Beautiful. So one-legged balance here. Bring your hands to heart center, and let's slowly start to straighten that right leg out in front of you. As much as you can. It might not straighten, it might still be bent, that's fine. And then let's bend it back in. Reach your arms up nice and high. And then let's come back to that chair pose. Sit back and down. Beautiful. Fold over your legs, let your head hang. Take a couple breaths in between, settling before we go to the other side. Good, let's bend deeply into the knees again. Lift the chest, bring your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Push those hips back and down as you lift the chest. Nice, then on this side, as you start to stand up, bring your left knee with you all the way in front of your body. Bring your hands to heart center, and let's slowly straighten through that left leg as much as you can, pushing the heel forward, standing up nice and tall. And then let's bend back into that left knee. Reach your arms up nice and high. And come back into your chair pose. Good. Fold over your legs. Let your head hang. Take a breath. Good. Plant your hands on the mat. Let's step back to a downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up nice and high behind you. Pull your right knee into your chest and then step that right foot to the outside of your right hand. So it's nice and wide on your mat. And then let that left knee come down onto your mat. Uncurl your toes. Let's take a lizard pose. So turn those right toes out slightly. If you want to, you can bring your right hand to the inside of your right thigh. Push your right thigh away gently. Just as much as it feels good, lift up through your chest. And then another